talking about podcast. We're talking about every podcast. The podcast.
Very many Monday chunkies. I'm Carter.
I'm Doge.
I had a hard time classifying the genre. I'm going to go with adult alternative. I'm Jordan.
It started a little John Mayer-y.
It did.
But then Mayer himself mutated into something new.
I didn't want it to be Mayer. I wanted it to be...
Yeah.
I wanted it to be the kind of music that's on in like a hole-in-the-wall burger joint.
Yeah.
The kind of thing where you're like, I haven't heard this song since 2011.
That's cool. Fun. A lot of Philip Phillips.
Yeah. Sort of that era. Sort of that era.
Love it.
It's been kind of a John Mayer year, I think, for Mini Monday. It feels like we've had a lot of John Mayer-esque.
It's because we've been creeping earlier and earlier with our recording times, and that's the only voice I'm capable of doing.
It's because we've been running farther and farther down the halls of our high schools, and we've been screaming closer and closer to the top of our lungs.
Lose our voice. We're narrowing down our impressions at this point.
We just found out there's no such thing as a real
world like a rainbow.
While many of us can't wait till our 10-year reunion.
Mine's gone already.
Mine's gone already.
I can't wait to see what November holds for our Bob Ballers. That's our box office ball.
Yeah.
The Bob Ball.
Ballers. The Bob Ballers.
Bob Ballers.
Quick update. So we've really got a lot of people that are competing to still be able to win box office ball. If you haven't heard, box office ball is something that is an opportunity for our Discord members. It's a game that the three of us used to play by ourselves for like 2 or 3 years. And then we started to invite friends and then decided, hey, this is a tad more fun. There's a lot of things that can meet those criteria. It's like, it's not fun unless I've got more people. But shout out today to Beginner's Luck, Team Beginner's Luck, who has 38 points, tied with B. Taylor with 38 points. And then Keeping It Glassy, though, is Keeping It Glassy and is 1 point ahead currently.
Ooh, keeping it glassy. This sounds like we're updating like live the Kentucky Derby or something.
With the lead. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the horse names.
Grandma's Last Chance in third place, round of the course.
That prize horse, though, for this year, or for October, right now we're doing where you pick you pick an actor, and whatever films they are in during that month, you get the domestic box office monies. Domestically, in the box office, Black Adam in October made $112 million, $250 million worldwide, $250,000. Doesn't hurt to have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in your media junket.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. October was in 21 years, worst box office numbers for October.
That's following up September.
Following up
similar,
September,
right?
which was something like 26 years. And so they're trying to make their way back. But how do we feel?
Time.
Is there some concern here or nay? Yay or nay?
Yeah, I don't think that speaks to anything more than just the quality of the things that were coming out. There's just not any big box office. I mean, I even felt that way picking somebody for November. Aside from Wakanda Forever, there's really not anything coming out that's absolutely enormous.
When your big hit that the box office is counting on is a DCEU project, it's going to be a bad month.
Yeah. I think we've had, I was thinking about, Top Gun. It was like an actual good movie is the one that was the best this year so far. And I do think that we're seeing a bit of fatigue from the average moviegoer. It's like, I'll watch it once. Whereas, when the MCU was at its peak, you're having multiple people go pay twice the amount because they're going
back. Yeah, I'll go see Endgame 4 times.
I don't need to anyways because HBO will have this streaming in a week. Shout out Barbarian.
Exactly.
I also think there's something to be said for, we are sort of in this phase where we're finally getting movies we've been waiting on for a long time, and I think we're sort of emptying out the dregs of the COVID movies. People that came up with ideas, wrote whatever during COVID, and some of them are leading to these incredible creative movies that I don't think we would have gotten otherwise. And then some of them are sort of, the dregs.
Yeah.
Some of them are the dregs. Some of them are the dregs. But perhaps November will bring not so
draggish,
depressing, draggish statistics.
Dregs. Yeah.
On the subject of Black Adam, I'm going to just drop a spoiler here. I saw Black Adam. It's a stream for me.
It's a The Rock movie, right?
It's a The Rock movie.
It's a The Rock movie. That's what they are.
It's a stream. The reason it's a stream is because, Black Adam as a character doesn't have a ton of personality. I think especially early on. It's our classic,
Yeah, good idea to cast The Rock because he's so traditionally stoic.
So when that's the
it's like
problem.
Putting John Cena in Fast and Furious.
That's the problem, you see. Yeah. And then so as he's picking things up and becoming a little bit more acclimated to the modern day environment, he's kind of becoming The Rock. And then that was best. But starts off not so much. I don't know how much of a spoiler this is because you would have gotten this from any direction. But there's a mid-credit scene. I'm going to give you like 10 seconds if you don't want to hear about what this spoiler is. But you might actually want to take 5 minutes because it's going to bring about a conversation.
We'll just see you tomorrow.
Through the fog, which I don't really know where it came from, but through the fog we see another juiced up boy with a cape. You kind of already know who it might be, but then are surprised to see that coming to see Black Adam and saying something along the lines of like, we've never had a threat this legitimate, or something about the world only needs one Superman. I don't remember exactly what he says. Lo and behold, wearing that big red S again, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
So in my head, there's a lot of things swirling. There's a lot of things swirling here. And there's so many angles to it. One of the most popular is, this is rotten. This is bad. When you already think like, oh no, he's coming back? We're going to do this again? I remember like looking closely at that upper lip. And I was like,
is it real this time?
Is it real this time? What this meant, and we'll talk about first, is that Cavill is not all in, but boy, he's quite in. Enough so that he dropped. This was the straw that broke The Witcher's back. He dropped The Witcher.
Huge
that sounds
news
like
broke
all in.
last Saturday.
Believe that sounds like all in. There were some interesting things. I had to dig deep into this because I knew he loved it. I know he's literally a big, beautiful nerd, this man. I love Henry Cavill. He's kind of one of my favorite people in Hollywood right now.
I would tune into him during COVID to watch him provide his updates on his gaming PC that he was building. And like, I feel this like, it's almost fatherly. Like I want to protect this boy. Please nobody say anything mean about him. Mm-hmm. But he's like 3 of me, so I don't think I could protect him, actually. I think he could protect me.
This reminds me of, like, you have a friend who's been in a terrible, terrible relationship with somebody who didn't appreciate her and treated her like garbage. And the dude that she was with, it's like no personality. He's a total schmuck. And she always, like, had a much higher opinion of him than she should have had. She finally got away. She got with a great dude that treated her right. And she comes to your house, knocks on the door, and she's like, I have some exciting news. And you're like, oh, she's going to get engaged to this dude. And she's like, I got back together with my ex. And you're like, why? Yeah. Why did you do this?
Yeah.
I think the main difference, though, I just think the main difference is that the new guy, The Witcher, wasn't treating Henry right. Like, I don't know that it was sunshine and roses with The Witcher because he's a big fan and like has pretty much all but confirmed in interviews that like I am on board with the show as long as it's going somewhere that I believe in and somewhere that's true to the books. Yeah. And like he is reportedly not at all happy, would ask, please, can I rewrite some of these scenes to be more like the books? And so got to rewrite a couple of scenes for season 2 and season 3, but like has reportedly been super unhappy with the direction of the show for a while now, since season 1. And so it was just like, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah, one of the main things he brought up was how Geralt became kind of more cavemanish when ultimately, like, this man is pretty brilliant and has a lot of internal monologue. And yeah, it's
leaned
a
little too much into the games, like, wind's howling.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for as much, and I haven't read the books and I have played the games. So take it with a grain of salt. But even from hardcore Witcher fans that I have spoken to, even they acknowledge that the best stories in The Witcher are contained in the games, and that the best characterization of Geralt is contained in the games, and that the books are slow and lame, and that the everything great about The Witcher happens in the games, from what I've heard. And I know that there are some diehard book people that are going to be like, no, and that's fine. That's okay. But
That's Henry Cavill, by the way, is one of them.
Yeah.
See, I have also recently read that the rumors of Henry's fandom of The Witcher have been exaggerated, and that he didn't read the books until he was cast as Geralt. So,
well,
really?
I'm just saying, regardless, if The Witcher's terrible, that's fine. The DCEU is worse. I promise it's worse.
Yeah, it's I can say wreck, dude. It's going to take so much. There's all three of us have watched good, like we like that reality TV show Fix. True. And there's a lot of them that have like, it's seeking relationships to some extent. And so there is someone that's like, it's not never, but it's going to take a long time. Right. For me to talk to this person again or be back in their good graces or date again or even think about dating again. That's how I feel about the DCEU. Because there's a couple things that have happened. I think one of the worst things about the waste there was that it did feel like they wasted Henry Cavill. Right. Because he is Superman. I think it's hard to not. I remember when he busted on the scene, for me personally, it was as Superman. Mm-hmm. And I could not believe, I thought this was some creation. I could not believe that this was
they
an
made him real. They made Superman real. Yeah.
It's absolutely unbelievable. And getting, James Gunn on board, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but they've been consistently messy because there's still things like Craven. There's still things like...
Well, Craven is not DC. Craven that's Sony.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I get all I put all the crap in one bucket. But regardless, I don't know what to think. I'm always invested. It's not necessarily just optimism. I just want to see the process. And so I'm interested to see.
I think I feel like I would have felt, because there was that big push, you remember, after Spider-Man No Way Home for Andrew Garfield to get an Amazing Spider-Man 3. Like, I loved him. Somehow he was my favorite of the three Spider-Mans in that movie. Let's let him have another movie. And it feels like how I would feel if they announced Amazing Spider-Man 3, Andrew Garfield's returning. And guess what? So is Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin. Oh, no. Yeah. I only want a little bit of that. Like, I want Henry Cavill to get to play Superman, but I don't want it to be tethered to the stuff that's come before. In the way that it seemed like from the descriptions of the scene that I've read, I did not see Black Adam. I will not see Black Adam. It does seem as though Superman is operating on behalf of Amanda Waller, which is pretty shocking that she can call in a favor from Superman.
Yeah.
And like tying that
dude,
all
the writing's good. Like they're finally going to do it good though, dude.
Right. Like we've heard that so many times.
Many times.
Shout out to our Bob Ballers that picked Viola Davis for
that was me.
October. You got the Woman King and Black Adam. She was credited.
Here's what's going to happen. And friends, feel free to, screen record this and prove me wrong because I don't think you will.
It's the first time you've asked for that accountability.
The DCEU is going to put out like 2 7s and they're going to reach for the stars and they're going to hit an 8. And I'm not counting things like Matt Reeves' Batman. That is not the DCEU. That's its own thing. But right. The DCEU, the James Gunn run DCEU is going to put out like 2 7s and an 8. And all we're going to hear for 18 months is how everybody was wrong. DC's back and it's going to be incredible. And then they're just going to fall down and cry themselves to sleep as they hemorrhage money and bad ideas. Because that's
like
all
when Star Wars.
Capable
it's
of.
going to be like when Star Wars put out Mando season 1. Everybody was like, "Star Wars is back, baby."
Yeah. Naysayers,
like, how about
how do you feel?
Obi-Wan?
Yeah, exactly.
There's conversations right now, not necessarily about Star Wars being back, but our Discord's blowing up about Andor.
Man, I'm so close to jumping into Andor. I've heard Andor is really good.
So,
but this is, I think this is the 8 that I'm talking about. All of these companies can scramble together one decent thing to try and prove a point. It's the consistency that it seems like none of the major players have anymore because they're all volume shooters now. Everybody, all the money's in being a volume shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. The worst thing about this move is that it's like trying to fuel something that we feel like doesn't work anymore, but also the opposite reaction is that it's depleting The Witcher, which is still moving forward.
Yeah.
And it's moving
That's
forward
crazy
with
to
a
me.
Geralt that's already been picked. And it's Liam Hemsworth. So I think I wouldn't have been pleased with anybody because Cavill also felt perfect for this character. I think what's unfortunate about Liam is I feel like they picked the wrong brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like, oh man, there is in your bloodline, there is a better version I think that they could have had.
Let me be clear. If they had cast Chris Hemsworth as Geralt, I would have been furious. Here's where I'm at. I think that Henry leaving is not the Witcher show's fault. I blame Henry squarely for this. And yeah, maybe the Witcher's not going the direction that he wants, and that's his prerogative to leave. I'm not necessarily mad about that, but I don't want to be preemptively mad at Liam Hemsworth for stepping in and trying to finish something strong, you know?
No, yeah. I mean, it's a good get for him, and you've got to know that he's walking into, he understands what he's walking into. So it's
just so strange. I can't think of a time this has happened before because Henry was the draw for The Witcher. Like people watched The Witcher because they're like, oh, Henry Cavill in a fantasy show. I don't really know about The Witcher. I've heard it's a video game. I've heard it's a book. Let me watch for Henry. And now, I don't know, because there's a part of me that thinks, man, it would have been cool to cast Liam Hemsworth at first. Like if 3 or 4 years ago, been like, Liam Hemsworth is going to be in The Witcher. I'd be like, what? That's weird. I'll watch that. That's going to be super weird. But it wouldn't have had the mass appeal and it wouldn't have gotten as big or as much budget from Netflix as it did with Henry as the lead. But I can't think of another time when a show has switched lead actors. Like people swap out on a show all the time, but like the central lead character.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you guys think of
it's
one?
happened in movie franchises, but then usually it's like they have the choice to do a reset.
Yeah.
Or
besides Doctor Who, I can't think of a TV show that's done this. And Doctor Who has its own like explanation.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. It's such a weird position to be in as a fan of anything right now, I think. It's to me, it will always be hard to root for weird and bad decision making to turn out good. Does that make sense? Like when a production company does stuff that I don't understand or don't like, it's very difficult for me to be like, oh, well, I wish them the best. Because it's like, that's not how voting with your wallet works. I don't wish the DCEU the best. I hope it crashes and burns and forces them to start fresh again like they should have done 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and right now. And the fact
what if they were starting fresh with Henry?
No,
what if it was like, hey,
that.
Blank slate, but we're going to give Henry another shot and build it around him for real this time?
Well, first of all, he's 11 years older than the last time he played, or 10 years older than the last time he played, or the first time he played Superman, rather. Like, you had your chance with Henry. You beefed it. Move on.
Yeah.
You don't just get to, and by don't get to, I mean, obviously I know they could do anything they want. It's their characters. But what I mean is like, in the court of public opinion, or at least in the court of Jordan opinion, you don't just get to go, oopsie doopsies, wasted a decade of time. Let's try again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't do a good job because you don't understand your own characters.
Yeah. I am an undying fan of Henry. And by that, I mean, I like him a lot. Not that I'm immortal.
Sure.
And
hadn't even seen Mission Impossible 14. Don't tell me you're a fan.
I like Henry.
And I really... Yeah, I mean, I hope all the best for him. I know he's so excited to be Superman. He's given a ton of interviews, or at least one interview in the quotes everywhere, where he's like, it is my great joy to announce that, like, moving forward, I'm only attached to and interested in projects that depict a joyfully optimistic Superman. I'm done with the brooding, scowling, grumpy stuff, which...
He was also
is
that
at least... Right. It's at least the right direction for the character, but I don't know. It's just so strange.
I would be more inclined to listen if Henry Cavill straight up just said, like, I am beginning to feel depressed because every character I play is a bummer. And I have a chance to go play somebody who's excited about something, and I have to take that for my own mental health. Yep. That I respect. Yeah. But what it sounds like to me is he got offered a fatty style check and is just playing PR.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did.
All of
Warner
this,
Brothers
every
backed
word,
the money truck up to his house.
dude,
yeah.
every word about this.
Think
whole
about how many
situation
gaming
sounds
PCs he can buy, though.
It sounds like a dude who is trying to come up with good reasons why he accepted that fatty check to bail on a cool project.
Yeah.
That's what all this sounds like.
I hope it's otherwise. I have a little part of me that believes that it is.
Yeah.
And on behalf of my left foot, here's some advertisements.
Anticipation is building. The holidays are just around the corner, and at the Home Depot, we can't wait. With Black Friday savings all through November, you can count down to Christmas early with a Santa Countdown Inflatable Special Buy, only $69.98. Or anticipate when friends and family come to visit with an entrance full of LED lights that will welcome them and the holidays with open arms. Get the holiday magic started early. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Tired of long waits and rushed care at the ER and urgent care clinic? Next time, stay home and let Dispatch Health bring the power of the hospital to you.
I call Dispatch Health. A care team of medical professionals actually come to your house.
They're the same caliber of people that you would see if you were at a hospital or an urgent care.
Dispatch Health can treat most non-life-threatening emergencies.
They can do the x-rays, they can do stitches.
Urinary tract infections, blood test, urinalysis, ultrasound.
It's almost everything that they can do at the ER.
You never feel rushed. They're there for you and only you.
I felt like their only patient.
And it costs no more than a trip to urgent care because Dispatch Health is covered by most insurance, including Medicare. See if we serve your home at dispatchhealth.com.
Dispatch Health really went above and beyond.
It's wonderful to have care come to your home.
House calls are back, and they're better than ever. Learn more at dispatchhealth.com.
Just because our parents are getting older doesn't mean they don't have lots to do. They might just need a little help. At Care.com, you'll find people who can take them to appointments and events, help pick up groceries and cook great meals. Whatever it is they like to do, the right caregiver can help. And since everyone at Care.com is background checked, you can be confident that you're getting support from someone you can trust. Find qualified, local senior caregivers for your parents at Care.com.
The left foot was the little part of me
I got
that
it. No, I
believes
got
in
it.
Henry Cavill.
I was right there with
Okay.
Your left foot is so small.
Guys,
That's my
just about every time
alt-rock album.
I love Daniel Day-Lewis. Before,
My favorite alt-rock musician? Daniel Day-Lewis?
I bet he's got albums.
I bet
just
he does.
chilling.
Under a different name.
Yeah.
Chris Daughtry.
Yes. Who was Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec? He's that saxophone player.
Oh, Duke Silver.
Duke
Silver.
Silver.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Guys, I will often look at IMDb's Who Was Born on this day, and we play a little bit of Star Was Born. We're going to play a Star Was Born today, but I'm going to do like on this day. Like
Sometimes we do this thing, and today we're doing this thing.
And we're doing it. And I'll tell you why. I saw two names immediately.
Oh.
And I said, we have to. These are both friends of the podcast. We have to do this today. So let's play a little bit of A Star Was Born. This is for November 4th, the day that we're recording. Sorry to take away the magic for you.
It's not
Chunkies, but we do not turn around an hour and a half, 2 hours of content day of for you. We begin with a birthday, born in 1961. On November 4th, 1961, an actor with 54 acting credits. For those of you that might not have heard us play A Star Was Born, as you've heard just now, I say how old the actor or actress or director or movie business person is turning. And then I let them know how many acting credits this person has. And then they try and guess, based off of the 3 random credits that they choose, who the actor is.
Doge, do you smell that? It smells like gasoline, cold Mexican beer, family.
Maybe.
Wow.
Turtles, I mean, he doesn't look that old, but turtles can live to like 250.
Yeah,
so.
like the leathery neck.
Anybody surprised
perhaps?
if Vin outlives us?
No, he'll be here. He was here before I got here. He'll be here after I'm gone. That I know for sure.
54 acting credits, gentlemen. Nothing currently upcoming.
Let's go. Ooh.
Sounds right.
Let's go to 50.
Let's go to 50.
Do you like that I'm making this more difficult? I used to skip over TV show like one-shot appearances. Do you want me to not do that anymore? Like, do you want me to just say...
It feels virtually impossible to guess based on the one-shot appearances, but if that's how you like to play it, that's fine.
If that's the number we pick, then that's on us, right?
I suppose.
Like, I could get hole-in-ones all the time if somebody would just take my ball and run and slam dunk it at the end where the golf flag is, you know?
Yeah, but it's more like if you found out after you swung that your club was made of paper mache. You know what I mean? It's more like that.
No. We're going to do one that he had 17 episodes in.
That'll work.
The Deuce.
It's not Vin.
TV series.
It's not Vin.
The Deuce.
He's never done 17 of anything.
He's headed that direction for sure.
I guess so. The Deuce.
The Deuce. Ironically, could be Nick Offerman. I'm pretty sure he's in. No, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. The Deuce is an HBO show.
Yeah.
Weirdly, Bernard the elf from Santa Claus is in The Deuce, I believe. But I doubt it's him. I can't remember his name all of a sudden. I doubt it's him. I don't think he's 51.
Ooh. It's 61 also, but ooh.
Oh, then it's definitely not Vin. I didn't do my math right. Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
You want to go 54? They have nothing coming up, so 54 is already out, and we're aware of it, likely. Yeah. 54.
We usually lock it in on this podcast if you want.
We lock it in.
We've never locked in a number in this game, but lock it in.
Always lock it in.
Lock in that number.
So. Go read the receipts, dude. Cobra Kai.
Okay, so it's either Ralph Mach or it is Johnny.
Is Ralph Macchio 61?
Yeah, 100%. Looks about 42.
Oh, no.
He hit.
Oh, because I guess he wasn't like a high schooler when The Karate Kid came out, right? He was like 25. Yeah.
I can't remember the guy that plays Johnny's name all of a sudden, but it could also be him. He's like the main character of Cobra Kai. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know a whole lot of other Ralph Macchio projects.
You trying to land on The Karate Kid?
Oh, geez. Yeah. Yes.
You want to go like 10?
Dude, I think that might even be too late.
Too late? You think he's done like 54 things since Karate Kid?
Dude, I think in the 80s, they were just casting people because they looked right. I don't think they cared if they had done anything before.
I
don't know, man. I'll follow you. 10 feels good. It's probably something 80s.
We can go earlier. You pick. Let's go 10. We can go earlier.
Let's go 10. I trust your gut. Let's do it.
10.
10. Lock it in, I suppose.
Lock it in.
Crossroads.
Yeah, that helped. Let's go.
You want to guess Ralph Macchio?
Yeah, I feel good about Ralph Macchio. Let's lock that in.
Happy 61st birthday, Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Karate Kid was credit number 7.
Wow.
Number 6, The Outsiders. He was one of those many heartthrobs.
I need to rewatch that again. That's a good movie, actually.
That was in The Outsiders. I've never seen that movie.
Have you read the book?
I haven't seen that movie.
Believe it. Never read the book. Didn't know it was one.
Also never read the book.
Guys, for real?
Didn't know it was one.
Dude, that story is really good.
Yeah, I would assume so.
It made me cry.
We'll see.
In middle
We'll see.
school.
I mean, once I watch it, we'll see if it's good.
Middle school.
Are you serious?
Big time quail in middle school. Widowy.
Like tales?
Like
actual
tales?
tales?
Like widowy quai in middle school.
Like dwipping? Like actually
8th grade.
Actually dwipped? You have to dry it off? Yikes, dude.
Born November 4th. Shares a birthday with Ralph Macchio. 1969.
Nice.
1969. Has 75 acting credits. Six upcoming.
53.
53.
That's how old they are.
And for the first time ever, lock it in.
Lock it in. Let's
credit
lock
53.
in credit 53. Let's lock it in for some reason.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Maybe since you weren't ready, we automatically win this one.
Yeah, it feels like
just a thought. That's just a thought, just a suggestion. It's your game, but that's just my suggestion.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Seems to me like we might have a Leonardo.
Kind of seems like maybe it's actually a Leonardo DiCaprio.
That sounded like Flood from Super Mario Sunshine.
Mario, fill me up with some more water.
Run through those sprinklers so that you can run faster.
Mario, you have to squirt away all the goo.
No idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about.
Let's go. Man, they've done a lot since Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
What if we I'm loving like 33?
Yeah, sure. Lock it in. 33.
Lock in 33. Let's lock it in.
Now that I'm hearing it, you definitely don't ever do that. It feels weird. Guys, I've started counting by fives here.
How's that feel?
On this game.
Wow.
It's great, dude. It's like I got my license.
Whoa.
To kill. Rain of Fire.
Is Bale in?
Which low key, my friends, I love this movie.
That is secretly a great movie.
The Rain of Fire.
I remember thinking that the dragons
How do we
looked
get
like
that?
they were real
How
life.
do we get that on this podcast?
Is Christian Bale in Wolf of Wall Street? He is not. I don't believe.
I would be surprised, yeah. McConaughey's certainly not.
Yes, he is. McConaughey's
Is he?
in Wolf of Wall Street. It's definitely
Is he in
Matthew
Wolf of Wall
McConaughey.
Street?
I forgot
Oh, it's
he was in
McConaughey
Rain of
then.
Fire.
Yeah.
It's Matthew McConaughey, 100%.
How many total credits does old boy Matt have? How many total are we working with?
I just would do an awful version of it. What are you asking, Doge?
For the third time, how many total credits are we working with?
Hey, real quick, I was just curious about
you
how many
asked
total
how many
credits.
Matt McConaughey had, and I'm not gonna. You can't. I'm not trick me like
sure.
that.
All right, yeah.
I'm not
All
sure.
right.
This individual has
How many total
75.
credits?
You want to try and hit True Detective?
75. Let's try and hit True
So
Detective.
33 was Reign of Fire. Wolf of Wall Street was 50. What did we say? 53?
Yeah.
53 was Wolf of Wall Street, which would have been, oh man, I think pre.
Was that
No, I
after
think
or
that's
pre?
After. I think
Okay.
True Detective might have been before. You want to go, not much before though. You want to go 49?
Yeah. I feel good
That might
about
have even
49.
missed it. That might have even missed it. Let's go 49.
Let's lock it in.
Log it in.
Mud.
All right. So this one's Matt
Definitely
McConaughey.
Let's lock in Matthew McConaughey.
No, don't lock it in
Let's
anymore.
lock it
I
in.
don't want to lock it in anymore.
Let's lock it in.
No, we lock in the
birthday.
people. We lock in the
We
people.
lock in the
We still
people.
lock in the numbers. Crazy.
Happy birthday, 8 years younger than Ralph Macchio. Matt McConaughey.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Which credit was True Detective?
True Detective was Wolf of Wall Street was 53.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
55 for True
Oh, it was
Detective.
after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
True Detective and Interstellar were the same year.
Yeah.
2014 was a big year for McConaughey.
Maddie, my guy. Holy moly. He's got a lot of road ahead of him.
I can't believe
He's
True
got lots of
Detective was
road
8
ahead of
years
him.
ago.
Yeah, that's pretty
Guys,
crazy.
I
Memories
was
in our living room of losing our minds over that show.
I was a touch inspired by the movie that we'll be reviewing tomorrow in terms of its monster creation.
Yeah.
So I've stumbled upon, as we get closer to wrapping up this episode, I still want to do this because I think it's fun. I stumbled
The
upon
podcast
a list.
in general?
I
love it
stumbled
too.
upon I'd still love to, if that's okay with y'all.
Yeah, okay. We'll do more.
I was always fun.
I've stumbled upon a list of scariest movie monsters of all time. And I'd love to play a little quick game here. Slash Film did the 30 scariest horror movie monsters and ranked them. What's that you say? Ranked. Let's play a quick old match here of rank you very much. Now, I'll let you know that Slash Film got a touch creative here. And I'm just going to give one
Okay.
to you. I'm going to
All
give
right.
you 30. They said, as a whole, the Overlook Hotel from The Shining.
Slash
So
film.
get ready. There's always going to be these things that upset us a little bit. That's just because we know we're better than most people.
No, the thing
not
that
a
always upsets me
monster.
is people are like, we're going to make a list of the best snacks of all time. You love these snacks.
Yeah.
They're delicious. And they're like, water. And it's like, first of all, not a snack. That's a drink. Second of all,
Number 2, lunch.
Right, exactly. It's like, what are you doing? What?
Yeah.
Make your list shorter if you can't fill it out. You made the list.
So If it's a movie monster that you just know the movie it's from, that's fine.
Okay.
You can say
Okay.
the blank from blank.
All
That's
right.
totally
Now,
fine.
I was going to clarify earlier, but I guess I still have to, even though I'm now more confused because of the whole Overlook thing.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking movie monsters, that's not like a Freddy Krueger because he's not a monster. He's a person who is.
No, I bet it is. I bet when we hear
crazy, dude.
when I hear movie monster, I think probably Slash Film would describe that as a movie creature. But I think probably there's like a scary witch, a scary demon.
Yeah, don't get too caught up in it.
Sure,
Like a
jump
Michael
in. I would probably
Myers,
say that
you know.
Freddy Krueger is a person, not a monster. That's okay. Let's go. Let's do it.
What would you say Jeffrey Dahmer is? Or maybe
Who
that one
goes
character
first?
that Charlize Theron played one time.
A monster. Who goes first? Who says
Those
things?
can go first.
Michael Myers.
Bing, bing, bing. Michael Myers is on this
my goodness.
list. And Jordan is frustrated.
Literally a dude. Literally a guy. My favorite monster of all time, Randy Johnson, pitcher for the Seattle Mariners circa 1999.
This is
What is
Michael
this?
Myers,
Dude.
number 16 on the list.
All right, fine. Freddy Krueger.
What it is a lead here.
Freddy Krueger.
For Doge. Bing, bing, bing. Freddy Krueger, though. Freddy Krueger on this list. B's number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I believe her name is Blair, but she's a witch. I'm just kidding. That witch from the monster from the Blair Witch Project.
If that's
The
on the
monster-
list, I'm going to quit.
From the Blair Witch Project.
You never
Let's
even
give it a
see her.
look. We got to scroll through. I don't remember seeing this, so the chances are
She's not even in the movie.
are slim. You know, it's really the idea.
It's the
really
concept.
the idea.
My scariest monster is the thought of a witch.
It's the thought. It's the thought. Really, I don't see it. So that's going to be a bong bong. That's going to be a
you don't.
singular.
Also, if you watch the movie, you don't. But still,
You never see it. That's a strike.
Scary to me.
Fair enough.
That's a strike from my friend Doge.
According to this list, though, the corner from the end of the movie that somebody stands in might be a monster. Charles, the murderous doll.
Chuck.
Bing, bing, bing. Yeah. Chucky, also known as
Chuck
Charles.
the
also known
knife
as Chuck.
doll.
Also not a monster.
Chuck the knife doll. Chuck the knife doll.
Chuck the knife. Charles.
I can't take credit for that. Number 12 on this list.
Sure.
Jigsaw.
Nice.
Bro, bong bong.
Are
Two
you
strikes for
kidding me?
Doge.
It's a doll,
Can
not
you
a monster.
believe-
But Chucky.
Can you believe, bro?
Hey, by the way, we just watched Saw this last weekend for, I think, Callie's first time.
The original Saw?
Dude, that movie.
Had you seen it before?
Yeah, I had seen it before.
It's
That
phenomenal.
movie's a banger, man. That movie
Saw is so
belongs
good.
in conversation. It's not as good, but it belongs in conversation with Seven. It's a really, really good thriller, and it's not
the
I wouldn't
sequel
call it a
to
horror
Princess
movie.
Bride.
Yes,
Very good.
It is the sequel to Princess Bride.
Jordan.
What a great movie. Pennywise.
Number 4,
Yeah,
Bing, Bing, Bing.
Now, how are you going to put Pennywise on this list? Oh, jeez.
He's definitely a monster, though.
Wait, hold on. Pennywise, but not Jigsaw. Pennywise is an actual monster. Jigsaw is a puppet.
Him an alien cosmic monster demon.
The real bad guy of Saw is John.
I have a friend that knows a lot of stuff about Stephen King. He says it's a monster.
He is a monster from space. It's a space spider that our brains.
I was hoping you would say
conceptualize.
this because shout out to our Patreon episode. Bill Skarsgård.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Doge.
No, I'm thinking. How about The Thing?
The Thing.
Yeah.
How about that?
Bing, Bing, Bing. Number 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Number
cool.
one.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's something agreeable about that being number 1 to me, where it's sort of like saying Ditto's the best Pokemon.
That's funny. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a cheat code.
Man, okay, I'm just gonna take a swing because it's more fun. But by this list standards, I would say like the spiders from 8-Legged Freaks, like the big tarantulas from 8-Legged Freaks, would be on there.
Bong bong. I love that though.
fair
I
enough.
love that. That's fun. Playing with your food a little bit. You realize Doge has 2 strikes.
Yeah,
Just trying fun things.
Love it. That's a cool vibe for me to have.
The Overlook Hotel is on this list, Doge.
They're just trying to be funny.
I appreciate including the Overlook Hotel if it's not called a list of movie monsters.
How about Hannibal
Nice.
Lecter?
Ooh, I love that. Bong bong, though. Bong bong. So that's game. Jordan wins. I thought, guys, every monster that's in our series was on here.
Yeah, that tracks.
The creature from The Host.
Wait, really?
Our crawlers were on this list.
The creature from The Host.
The crawlers.
The Guaymo. The
what?
grabbers from Trimmers. Like, everybody showed up.
How many different
Everybody
types of
showed up for this
zombie
party.
are on this list?
None.
Okay. That's interesting.
I'll give you 10-1. Number 10, the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, nice.
I'm not going to give you number 9. It's infuriating.
No, say it out loud.
you have
Say
to
it
now.
out
dude.
loud.
You have to now.
No, dude.
Okay, I'm
Is it
going to open
Edward
Safari and
Furlong?
look it up
It's-
myself.
It's a movie called Oculus, I think.
Oh.
But it's
Oh,
like the laser glass. It's like a mirror. I don't know, dude. I don't know. The Annihilation Screamy Bear.
Oh, that bear is
yeah,
so
dude.
scary.
Let's
Interesting
pump
that
that
it's on
number
this
up the
list.
list because I would say
Yeah.
that's scarier than
Saw that in theaters.
No.
Disturbing.
I poopied my
That bear is-
pants.
I was like, it's one thing to be scared, but I was watching like,
No.
Yeah. No, it's
No.
no good. It's no good.
No.
no good.
Yeah, that bear is the scariest thing I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah,
Easily.
the Cenobites. So that's our Hellraiser
Oh,
crew.
yeah.
Freddy Krueger, number 6. Number 5, Sadako and Samara. These are the girls from The Grudge. Very
Yeah.
I
scary.
thought it was The Ring.
Sorry, The Ring, also known as The Ring. Pennywise, I was doing the American title. Pennywise, The Babadook, number 3. Number 2, Xenomorphs. You crazy boys.
Not a monster though. Pretty explicitly, huh?
an alien.
So
It's an alien. To end today's episode, I want you to give me, look around the room, and in the room that you're sitting, what's your favorite monster? I'm Carter.
I love this.
And my favorite monster, to be honest, is obvious. And I'm going to turn my computer around and hope that all these things don't unplug. But y'all remember the plant that's in my dining room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This monster right here. I think it's actually called a Monstera plant.
I do believe it's called a monster.
That is a Monstera. That's a big boy.
Big boy, y'all. Getting bigger.
Wow.
But yeah, my
Congrats.
Monstera is my favorite monster in the room.
Proud Monstera, Papa. I'm Doge. The biggest monster in the room I'm in currently is a pile of mail that I don't know what to do with because it has things like my bank account number on it, but it's just a thing from my bank being like, you want to have a credit card? You
Cut
want
it
to
up,
do
bro.
more? Yeah. Okay, well, now I know what to do with it. I'm not afraid of it. I face my fears.
Cook it for breakfast.
I'm Jordan, and speaking of adult alternative albums circa 2011, this sounds like maybe the most like elder emo album title, but my favorite monster is me.
Yeah.
I'm
that's awesome.
I'm a savage,
Yeah.
dude. I'm a savage.
Great.
Such a breathy savage.
I'm a savage.
Any workout, any mood, anytime. That's what the Peloton Tread is all about. From interval runs that motivate you to go the extra mile, power walks that work up a sweat, rolling hill hikes for you to enjoy, and full body boot camps to hit your goals. Plus, thousands of workouts that go beyond the tread. Strength programs, core classes, yoga, Pilates, and even boxing. Everything you need on and off the Peloton Tread. Experience it all for yourself with a 30-day home trial. Learn more at onepeloton.com.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our travel peace of mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Just because our parents are getting older doesn't mean they don't have lots to do. They might just need a little help. At Care.com, you'll find people who can take them to appointments and events, help pick up groceries and cook great meals. Whatever it is they like to do, the right caregiver can help. And since everyone at Care.com is background checked, you can be confident that you're getting support from someone you can trust. Find qualified local senior caregivers for your parents at Care.com.
You're not just some reckless rookie, YOLOing your portfolio, ready to risk it all on some shiny new coin. You're on Robinhood now. Trading ETFs, tracking the S&P, working that DCA. You're breaking free from bots, bankers, and all that bull. You're doing it all, and on your terms. Because no one runs your money like you. Stocks and ETFs offered by Robinhood Financial LLC. Member SIPC. Crypto offered by Robinhood Crypto LLC. All investing involves risk.